like snacks being sold in the traffic is something that I still reminisce about. I'm like, oh my God, even when I moved to England, it was so like, I'm looking for where to buy gala.
I know, gala.
Gala
What was that?
so good.
When I remember buying from traffic was goody.
Oh, you're reminding me of a good thing. Did you guys ever do this now? You take Milo.
I knew that was all.
Milo and milk. So it's milk that made me remember it. Yeah. Milo and milk. You put it inside paper. You iron it.
I hate it.
You iron it when it's soft. You stop ironing, meaning that it's ready to be thrown inside cold water. Once you throw it inside cold water, it hardens. Once it hardens, you peel off the paper and it's like chocolate.
So I had it. I cannot say I made it.
Oh, you never made it. You just used to chop
I just did it.
You just used to eat it.
I don't know which exact channel had this song. Dun 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 dun. Yeah.
Was it AIT?
No, was it Minaj? Hey guys, welcome back to the Beyond 30 podcast. This episode is going to be hilarious because we're revisiting childhood memories. But before we start, if you've been enjoying our episodes, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so you are reminded every time there's a brand new episode. I'm also joined by my two friends.
Femi, aka Dr. O.
Dr. O. My name is Temi.
And I'm Kome. So now let's go all the way back to childhood. I didn't know you guys then. So what were interesting things that you sort of remember from your childhood that, you know, when you reminisce, you're like, oh, that was fun.
Isn't that we didn't have fun childhood?
I'm looking at
Okay,
you.
let me remember some things. 1 naira chewing gum.
Hey! Oh, my own.
Yeah, from
Ice
Ireland.
lolly.
Ice lolly.
And my mommy did not like me buying that
it.
stuff because you know, most of the people that sell they sell it for like one naira too, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, they make it from well water.
Yeah.
Over typhoid. Don't make it cooking.
Yes,
ice lollies.
Yeah.
And this had I'm trying to remember.
Babadu.
I remember Babadu.
Yeah.
So my mother must not hear that I had babadu because when we were growing up, they didn't give us money to school. So my mom was always very intentional about giving us snacks, like but from home. So how do I want to explain that I had babadu?
Where do you get it from?
With no money.
I'm sure she's probably gonna be like, kids, because she was a kid once. Yeah, no. Babadu. What else? Like
Me, even though it's still in the more recent childhood, Fan Yogo. I cannot wait to have Fan Yogo again.
Super Yogo.
Fan Lolly, all the...
For me, it was Tampico.
Oh my gosh, I remember Tampico.
Okay, how about this one that they used to hit on the... this puff inside there.
No.
That was Well, I guess I'm the razzest one. The one that they used to hit on their glass, puff is coming. I can't even remember how they used to advertise it, but every time they're passing, I like eating the puff. Yeah. And sometimes they'll have this one where the egg will be showing from the
like egg
it's
roll.
egg buns or egg roll or egg buns. I think that's what they used to call it. And the egg will be peeping out. Not Scotch egg, Scotch.
Scotch was posh. The raspberry.
The rice version, I had it too, and I like that. Oh, and also the sweet potato.
Sweet potato.
The one they used to sell.
Really? Oh my goodness. So the rule in my house was anything that is sold on the streets, like except it's akara. But anything like puff you ate. My mother will not be happy. She will not find it funny.
My mom too had that rule. But you see,
Timmy has a way around things.
But like, confessions are coming out. Mommy, hope you are watching this.
She might watch. If you are watching, just know, those were like the young days. It's normal. And we used to throw the evidence behind the bush, behind the house.
Oh my God.
Because if she sees the evidence, then you're in trouble.
Oh, there's some bodies
Yes.
buried behind the house.
Yeah, we weren't allowed to like eat out to like,
Yeah.
you know, like my mom, even this when we were in secondary school, she always wants to come and investigate the kitchen, you know, before she even allows us to eat food from the school.
Okay.
And I even remember in my primary school, like she pulled me out of primary school because they wanted to start feeding us lunch. Because they wanted school to like extend past like 4. And I was already in primary 4. So for her to pull me out, she must be strong on it. But I'm still healthy, you see. I have 2 kids.
You're still alive and kicking.
I had all those things. It's God that was protecting us. And okay, how about some of the like weirdest? It's not weird. Like some of those drinks, those things like agbojedi.
So, in my house, I can confidently say that we did not have agbo.
Yeah.
But I knew people who it was like a constant in their house, and I used to wonder, like,
Yeah.
why?
I think the agbojedi was always working to cleanse my system because we were having like then she like as you're waking up in the morning like the agbo is just right in front of your face. Maybe you drink it like this. Go and quickly use toothpaste to brush it off, to clean it off. Yes.
For our non-Nigerian audience, agbojedi is a herbal drink for
Herbal concussion.
Concussion. That's like some sticks. Some I don't even know. My mom,
But
but my mom
those
used to
smells
make
like cinnamon.
cinnamon, boy. There was no cinnamon in that. If it was cinnamon, I'm sure it should have been
It
good.
would have tasted good at least.
I think they were more like the back of like, you know, the root of a tree.
Trees.
The back of the tree. So it depends on the tree. So I think the biggest thing for my mom then was like she always made it herself.
Okay.
So, you know, because they used to have all those shops where they used to sell those things, she'll never do that. But she'll make it herself. She'll find out the ingredients, then she'll go and buy it by herself, you know, and make it herself. That was her big
That's
thing.
a bit better if she's the one making it.
Oh,
Because
she, you know, she was already
Yeah.
like intense about
Yeah.
kitchen,
And
like
she's sure of the water,
yeah, because
sure of
I
the
mean, some of us
ingredients
struggled. Yeah, some of us struggled with like health when we were very young. So she was keen, like we were drinking boiled water. We weren't like drinking tap water. Maybe when pure water started coming out, she will now find this particular one that she knows the person who's making it, or she knows their factory. Then she said, "It's only this one oh, that that I'm allowed to drink." So yes, but that was agbojedi. Then there was agboba. I didn't mind agboba.
You should
Wow.
come
Do
for
you know
lessons,
agboba?
As
with
in-
Amy.
But I was very I don't know. So my mom was very health conscious, I'd say. Like when it comes to like, because I think maybe deep down she knew that we were eating all kinds of
Yeah. Even if she was in denial.
yeah, even if she wasn't there, she knew that we were eating all kinds of things. So yeah.
Do you know what? Traffic, like snacks being sold in the traffic is something that I still reminisce about. I'm like, oh my God, even when I moved to England, it was so like, I'm looking for where to buy gala.
I know, gala.
Gala
What was that?
so good.
When I remember
Then-
mine from traffic was goody goody.
Oh, I was thinking, you reminded me of a good
Then
thing.
I
love
liked
that.
love
coconut
goody.
chips.
Fun
Fun
time.
time,
Yes,
coconut
yes,
chips.
yes,
So
yes,
yeah,
yes,
those ones in the
yes. Those are
traffic.
good.
And obviously, if you're if you're stuck in traffic, then that's when you'll be exaggerating the hunger. Like, mommy, I'm so hungry right now. And then she'll be like, would you have gala? Of course, I will have gala. So yeah, I
When
remember
gala
that
was
one.
still good. Not now.
Yeah, but then it was so. Did you remember when there was now gala meat pie?
Yeah, I remember when
I
they
didn't,
bought
I
it.
don't
It
think
didn't
I
last.
wasn't a
It
big
didn't
one.
last.
I wasn't a big fan
I
of
don't
meat
even
pie in
think I-
general, so maybe that's why I didn't.
Yeah.
That one didn't stick.
Yeah, I
But yeah.
really liked
Gala was
gala.
cool. Gala was cool.
And then they'll now sell like plantain chips and stuff like that in traffic.
Mm-hmm.
When I moved, those were the things I missed.
Yeah.
Guys, you're talking about food.
It's true. We
What
like
about the
food.
experience? Watching movie in night. NTA, you have to wait for a particular time before kids whatever come out. In the night, wait for night shifts. You vote for movie before you watch. What
Wow,
channel
that
used
was-
to do that
ah,
again?
that-
DBN used to do that, and I think AIT and MBI or whatever, when they still existed, they used to do that one. Or using cassettes and CD players.
Ah, no,
so you
wait.
now be recording from radio.
Wait.
When you want to rewind.
Walk-
Let's
Walkman,
do the movie. Let's do the TV
Okay.
first.
Okay, let's do the TV.
Because who told those channels that they couldn't start before 4 o'clock?
I don't know. Maybe
so
maybe
annoying.
it used to cost more to start
Maybe
before then. Maybe.
because you now be like
Yeah.
obviously because school used to close at 2:30.
Yeah.
So between 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock, you're just in front of the television and they'll not have those colorful lines.
Yes,
And you're
I
actually
agree.
just waiting. Like, can you please get started? And then, do you remember that? I don't know which exact channel had this song. Dun 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 dun.
Dole Baja.
Yeah.
I think it was
AIT. Was it AIT?
No, was it Minaj?
No, Minaj.
Or Channels?
It was Channels. It was Channels.
They
It
used
was
to have the
Channels.
best cartoons.
Yes.
And so you're basically waiting like, please, please, and then 5 minutes to it. If mommy should just as much as say, what? Come and do something, you're ready to weep because you've actually been waiting. So yeah, I do remember that one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we had organized planning for who's turn, because you're talking about voting.
No. The voting is like callers will call in to vote for a particular
on
movie
TV.
to watch.
I
They call it night shifts also.
Wow.
Then I'll now be praying that they should my movie that I want to watch.
No, so in my house we're not allowed to see watch night shifts or watch the movies that came afterwards. But then by the time we started getting older, like a bit more sensible, when my parents go to bed, we'll now sneak out back to
Yes,
watch the
that's
night
where
shift
I'm
movie.
coming from.
Yeah.
Yes, that one was fun. I think I'm like, I used to think about it that if my kids, I feel like I will know.
Because you have done it before now. Yes, now.
If they're sneaking out of their room to go and watch telly.
Or to do something that I said they shouldn't obviously do. I feel like I'll know. Because sometimes like my kids will do something and I'll be like, I know. So then I'll say, you can't hide from mommy, right? Yeah. But no, those were fun times.
What about
Those were
TV
fun
shows?
times.
Secrets of the Sun.
Oh, okay. Before we get to the TV shows, how about the what's the I Need to Know? Okay, actually, that's part of
TV show too. Yeah,
so
yeah.
here's the thing with I Need to Know. That was one of the only show that my mom allowed
you
us
watch.
to watch.
It was
Why?
educational.
Because it was educational. I don't even know if she remembers, but like she would just say, okay. Because she would stand and just watch us watch it. And then, it was just like kids in secondary school too. Like sometimes they're talking about all these things like
It was mainly sex education.
yeah, a lot of sex education by, Funke, this Funke lady back then. She was so popular. And she had a mom that was always listening. I feel like my mom might have even learned a thing or two from the way the mom was. So yes.
So my mom did not like I Need to Know. She thought,
really?
and I was in secondary school. But that, first of all, can we now say that means Funke Akindele is how old? Because that means I was watching her when I was.
When
She
we
was
were
young. But how
young.
old would she have been then, though?
That's a good question.
She was just starting her career around then.
So she would have been like, what,
I think
18,
now she's around 40 something.
No, that's the no. How is that possible?
Wow.
We're nearly 40.
She looks good, sharp.
Anyway, anyway, so the main is like, I think my mom thought that obviously why are they giving us so much information about sex? So like, why do you need to know about it? So every time the program will come on, that's when mommy will look for errands to send you on. She won't say, don't watch it.
That's
She
crazy.
will just
keep you
start
busy.
sending you. She will just keep you so busy. By the time you're coming back, it's like
Program
5
is
minutes
over.
left. And you cannot complain because do you want them to say don't watch telly at all? So inside you just be like, oh my God. So in my house, I realized my sister and I started hiding. Anytime the program comes on, we turn the volume so low so that she can't even hear that that's what we're watching. Because when she and they had such a distinctive like tune. I need to know if education is the key. So why do you deny it? Mom, still just come.
My hand.
Have you tied
Go and buy.
So yeah.
Go and blend pepper for me.
But I liked shows like Secret of the Sands.
Yeah.
That one did not let us
Raquel
watch
That
it.
one come like later. I feel like that came later. Like
No,
when
we were small when we were watching Secret of the Sand, though.
Secret of the Sand.
My brother wasn't even born then.
Are you sure?
Like how old
Secret
were
of
we
the
then?
Sand.
I feel like that came later. I feel like
No,
Tales by
Secret of the Sand
Moonlight.
definitely did not come before I Need to Know. Okay, if you're comparing to Tales
Like,
by
I feel
Moonlight,
like-
yes,
No,
Tales by
Tales by
Moonlight
Moonlight
You know,
was
like Tales by,
earlier.
like
yeah.
Sunday was like every Sunday. That's when they used to do it. Tales by Moonlight, and I
Yeah.
think it was the other thing. I think I'm remembering that we also used to watch that everybody was kind of fine with, and then it was like after like House Fellowship.
Should I give you guys the breakdown of TV shows
Yes.
by the day?
You still remember?
I remember. So on Sunday, obviously, it was Tales by Moonlight, 6:30 p.m.
Yeah,
until
okay.
7.
Yeah.
Okay. So we used to look forward to that one. On Monday, it was World of Children,
Oh,
I don't think I
I didn't
know
know
that
that one.
where they used to have like different games, and sometimes they'll show children going to other countries, playing the
That
xylophone.
was fun still.
think I
Then
watched
Tuesday
that.
was Speak Out.
Oh, speak out!
I definitely watched that one.
You see,
Yeah.
Yes,
then
yes,
on
I did that.
Wednesday, what used to happen on Wednesday?
Yeah.
I can't remember Wednesday, but then Thursday they used to do Science World.
Okay, I think I watched that one too.
We were so into like.
What were you people doing? because you're now making me look like a gay. Yeah. So, but
Did you guys remember Kiddie Vision 101? Did you guys watch that?
Yeah, that was Kiddie Vision.
101.
Was Kiddie Vision not
remember that
on
one.
Wednesday?
I don't remember the day. I think it was Thursday.
Yeah.
I think it was
Wednesday or Thursday was
Yeah,
Kiddie Vision.
yeah.
Then there was Science
Do you remember
World.
Storyland, Land of Music Games?
Yeah, I didn't like that one. I preferred Tales by Moonlight.
So because they were not on the same day, I used to look forward to both because I like the whole story.
Yeah,
like
it was
Storyland.
just so
Yeah.
good. with
Tales
that.
by Moonlight is more interesting, but Storyland was not bad.
I think it was that lady that I really
It's the
liked.
lady, the way and the way they used to act out the stories, everything. It was
Yes,
interesting.
Yes, it was cool.
It was
Do
interesting.
you remember the news presenters that were
I know Cyrus Toba,
serious?
Abike Dabiri.
Abike
But I can't
Dabiri,
remember.
but
Yeah.
I can't remember anymore. I only remember Abike Dabiri.
There was this lady. Now I'm trying to remember her name, but I know her. Bene Maiza Opia.
Oh,
I think that name sounds
Ruth.
familiar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes,
I
yes,
love
yes,
the
yes,
way
yes,
she used to
yes,
say
yes,
her
yes.
name.
What channel was she on?
Wasn't it NTA?
NTA?
I love
Oh,
the way she used to say her. And she'd be like, "Welcome to this. Welcome to the news. I'm Ruth Bene Maiza Opia." I'm like, okay. So I think for me, it was like the pride with which she called her name. I was like, okay.
I think you were really interested in that world to me.
I think that's where she got
That's
her-
why you were. Because we
Yes.
were not watching for the fun.
Yes, so
I
we're not
don't think I used to
noticing all
remember.
that swag or anything.
No, I love so of all the presenters,
Yeah.
the way she called her name, and obviously because she's like she wasn't pretty, but like I'm not trying to be mean. She wasn't pretty, so I wasn't watching her because she was pretty. Like Abike Dabiri is pretty,
Right,
So this lady wasn't
right.
pretty, but there was something about her,
like a
that, like
class,
just like a
yeah,
class with,
yeah.
and then the way she spoke and the way she called her name, I was like, okay, I think I like you.
It's my namesake.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that was fun. How about Super Story? Was it? Is Super
Super
Story
Story came
before
much
Secret of
later.
the
Super Story
Sand?
came much
Yeah.
later.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
but that one too was still part of our childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a super
Those
story.
are
Do you
fun.
remember Beyond That Dream, Beyond That Dream? Every
no.
Sunday. You people don't know it.
I remember that one.
It's on Sunday.
On Sunday, what time?
8 p.m.
Beyond
Chief
that
for dating.
Bedtime.
No, I didn't
That's
watch
the
that
problem.
one.
Bedtime.
Yeah, I think it was
We
8
were
p.m.
going- we were going to bed.
But the one I remember is Fortunes.
Oh, I feel like I
Regina
remember.
Askia.
Yeah, I feel like I remember Fortunes.
Yeah.
I feel like I remember Fortunes. I can't remember. I can't remember exactly what it was about, but that name rings a
But you
bell.
remember Papa Jasco?
Ah,
Papa
Takes me.
our company.
yes.
I don't know the rest of the song.
Manufactured by
Okay, Wale
Adenuga.
Adenuga. Production.
Nigeria's number one.
Oh my goodness. That one used to irritate
Good
me.
times. I used to like it too.
Why?
Like, so the thing is, I hate stupid comedy.
Yeah.
So watching,
Oh, jigga jigga.
oh my god, I used to be like, why? Okay, but guess the channel I actually used to watch that was interesting. NTA 7, which was more like a Yoruba channel. Why
Well, here's the thing. We went into watching Yoruba movies in our house. If we were, maybe it would have been.
So it wasn't even really movies. It was just like so that's why they used to show Babalue.
I feel like I know Baba.
Baba
I said
Suwe.
Papi Lue. Okay.
But okay, Baba Suwe.
Baba Suwe. And then so I also liked the way they used to do their introduction, where they would do things like NTA Channel 7 Gudu Gudu Meje Yaya Mefa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Yoruba guest.
I think Gomez, don't forget. Just forget. Gomez is more Yoruba than us. Just leave it for her.
So that means you guys never watched like Nkombe.
Oh, I
Of
watched
course, I
Nkombe.
watched Nkombe.
Yes,
Was it
but
on-
was it on
on that
NTA
channel?
No,
Channel
so
7?
Nkombe, I don't think it was on Channel 7. I think it was also, there was this
it
other,
radio?
there was this channel that was very Yoruba as well. Was it Minaj?
I feel like Nkombe. I feel like it was radio something.
No, that was
No,
also on TV.
I watched
That
it
was
on
TV.
telly.
I remember the man in the Zagbada. Yeah. It was also on TV.
I'm not going to traumatize you guys by doing the narration of Nkombe here, but I can actually do some narration.
in another episode.
So yeah. How about those things like birthday parties?
With those clowns that always come. And Mickey
Me,
Mouse
I don't
and all
have
the
much
rest.
with birthday parties.
Then we
because
wear Auntie Gimme. Okay, you
I didn't do a lot of birthday
birthdays
parties.
after-
Well, at least the ones I can remember. Maybe when I was in primary school, maybe. But after a while, birthday parties were. Mommy, if you're
forbidden.
listening, mommy, that was not too nice.
So that means you didn't do all those dancing competitions
dancing
to,
competitions.
so that you can eat cake.
Hey, I will be in front. I'll be doing my flex. Remember flex and butterfly?
I feel like those those dances, if you couldn't do like the flex, the butterfly.
Yes, yeah. You can't win dancing competition without those dance steps.
Yeah, that's actually true. That's where we now need Queen Latifah and Pantra and co. Okay.
Yeah.
Shino Peter.
Hey, Afro Juju, Shino Peter, something.
Me, I didn't
I was
know
always
I used to know
dancing Shino
those things.
Peters.
Actually, that might have been my dad.
It was my dad that had the Shino Peters.
My mom would
whatever.
never listen to that. But,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. No, birthday parties. So when I was in primary school, I remember birthday parties being more fun. Why? Because you dress up mufti. And then, you know, as a girl, the cake that they'll make, they'll put that little Barbie doll
cake,
on the top.
Yeah.
And then my mom would make like things. But then that was like, then it stopped at some point.
Why?
She has said this to you before.
I told you off camera before.
She has
But
said it before.
it's a church thing. All of a sudden, the church just, you know, changed their minds. Well, it's not that the church in the minds. It became some kind of new law that birthday parties were not acceptable. Why? Because the only birthday party that was recorded in the Bible is the one where the Herod
John the Baptist was
beheaded, something about John the Baptist and the beheading. So after that message, everybody is almost like we got traumatized celebrating birthday parties, and that was the end.
Can we talk about the role of the church in our childhood? Because I remember that we growing up, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
How dare you not be ready for church on Sunday?
It's your Bible.
I even remember an occasion when my mom actually chased us out of the house. Like, I don't care if you're dressed properly, go to church. And then you're at church feeling hungry.
I don't know, man. The church experience, like for me, like we were going to church Monday, Thursday, sometimes Tuesday, what's Tuesday? No, Wednesday. There's one where there's prayer meeting in between. Then Friday sometimes. We went to church a lot.
Yeah.
We went to church, and then Sunday, of course. And then sometimes, like when we were like little, like my mom would be in the workers, and then Saturday we were there because that's when they have workers meeting. So I spent a lot of time in the church.
Do you miss it?
Miss like being in the church? Well,
No, do you miss going so often?
Going so often, I feel like that was overkill for me. I think that there's a good balance, and also like for the kids, there was not too much I was learning with a lot of those services. Maybe Sunday.
Okay, there was no separate kids service.
No, not all of them had separate kids services.
Then
Not all
really
of
nice
them
for you.
did. Yeah, so sometimes you're just in there with adults, and you're just like, sometimes I'll sleep off, wake up. We are still here. So me now I'm very intentional about with my kids. Like if you're going, let it be that you're picking something from church, right? Like that you're not just going to just record attendance, right? And also like I care about like the church, the programs for the kids in the church too, right? Yeah, but no, church was a lot, and then fasting, lots of fasting.
Did you guys fast?
Well, so I don't think that. I think at a certain point we started fasting. Maybe in secondary school, like you were disciplined. You will learn.
I remember one particular occasion. Mommy, if you're watching this, this might be news for you. There was this particular occasion. My mom said everybody in the house was going to fast, and then she sent me on an errand to go buy something.
Yeah.
I was so hungry that before I came home to continue that fast, I had eaten bread.
You bought bread on here and
Finished it, threw the nylon away.
I wiped my mouth again.
Honestly, there's a likelihood that things like that may have happened to me too. So,
Oh my God.
Disclaimer. I mean, there were parts of, I think also one of the reasons why maybe I didn't have that much fun in church is I didn't have a lot of like church friends. Like friends in church. I was just not as, I don't know, maybe the church I was going to then, we weren't so, I wasn't clicking with like a lot of the girls. Maybe some boys, but like again, you weren't allowed to even interact with the boys that much. So in church, you just sit by yourself. I used to read a lot of books. I'll take my books with me. That's basically, that was church in general.
Speaking of books, so my childhood was very interesting because there were certain books that we're not allowed to read.
like
like Mills and Bones.
Mills and Boons.
And by the time I said, no, but generally, okay, so there was something that happened to me when I was in like primary 4, where my teacher reported to my mom that I was always reading storybooks. And it was a problem because obviously, why are you reading so much?
Yeah.
And which is, now that I think about it, it's so weird. Like, shouldn't they be encouraging you to read? Anyway, so there was a rule that I wasn't allowed to read storybooks. So I'll hide them in my backpack. And do you remember those like school bags that had like a hidden zipper at the bottom? Did you ever have anyone like that?
I remember that.
Like the zip is not obvious unless you know it's there.
Yeah.
I'll hide the storybook in there. And then when I'm in the bathroom, when they send me on an errand, when everyone is sleeping, and then I'll hide to read my story because I love reading. So by the time I started reading Mills and Bones, you now wrap the book with
brown paper. Newspaper. Sorry.
and then they will now think you're really studying.
Or you put the book inside one of your other books.
Yeah.
If it's thin enough.
Yeah.
Are you reading? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So what are you reading?
Very much
Chemistry.
so. Well, you would have got me reading chemistry. But I could have
Chemistry.
reading anything.
For me, it was chemistry. Okay. To keep this conversation going, we're going to go straight to cookie jar.
Yes.
But we're going to go around like a few times. So, you guys,
Questions better be.
I'm going to go first so that it's not like I'm attacking
Look
anybody.
at you.
Look at me, I'm growing up.
Yeah. You're mature. It's right before our eyes.
Okay.
All right.
So, this question is, do you miss playing outside as a kid? What was your favorite childhood game? I like this one.
Actually, that's good.
Okay, so favorite childhood game. Well, first of all, I've already said I was the kind of person to read. But if I had to play outside, it was this one that we used to draw like boxes in the on the
Sue.
ground.
Is it Sue?
No, come on, girl. Please.
Oh, boy.
Please.
Oh, no. English. What's the English?
Hopscotch.
Hopscotch.
Yeah. So that one, you draw shapes and then you. Now the game I was never able to learn was Tente.
Why? That was so easy.
My brain just never got it. And so every time I would admire them playing, but every time I tried, it just wasn't working. I don't know why. And maybe I just didn't even have the coordination to actually keep up with them. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, no,
It's like
Tenten
calisthenics that you're doing.
was cool. Tenten was nice. And then this one, Are you riding? Did you know that one?
No.
Oh, maybe you guys didn't play with like. So I think with that one, you need lots of kids. For it, like on its two sides. Yeah.
I never played that one.
Oh, it's okay. All right, what's your question?
What's one Nigerian snack you wish was easier to find now? Maybe you want to help me out because they say find now, like it's no longer available. What's
Nigerian
that snack?
Easier to find now. Maybe
Easier
because
to
we live
find.
abroad.
Yeah. What if that?
No.
It could be that.
Is it because we live abroad? I feel like which Nigerian snack can you not get abroad?
Can you get Babadido abroad?
Good question.
I think.
How about, did you eat tiger nuts? Like we used to call it ofio.
Yeah.
I love.
Yes.
That is a good
That
one, yeah.
and
Yeah,
goody
yeah,
goody. And I don't
And
know. I
goody
think they
goody,
stopped
did they
making
stop?
goody goody and also
They
cowbell.
stopped?
They stopped
they stopped. You like
cowbell.
cowbell?
I
Me, I
love
like
licking
cowbell.
cowbell, not drinking. I used to lick it all the time.
I like
They
licking it.
stopped it.
Oh wait, I remember this.
Which
Did
one?
you guys ever do this? Now I don't know if it was just a me thing where you like.
I think I know what's coming.
Because I feel it was
Milo?
just a you thing.
Hey,
Let's
you
hear.
take Milo.
I knew that was what was coming.
Milo and milk. So it's milk that made me remember it. Milo and milk. You put it inside paper. You iron it.
Oh, I heard this.
You iron it
Then
when
you
it's soft. You stop ironing, meaning that it's ready to be thrown inside cold water. Once you throw it inside cold water, it hardens. Once it hardens, you peel off the paper, and it's like chocolate.
So I had it. I cannot say I made it.
Oh, you never made it. You just used to chop
I just did it.
You just used to eat it.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I used to make it a lot. I liked making it, so I used to make it for my siblings. I don't even know who introduced me to it. See, today, I have no idea. But I know that when I made it, and then my siblings were like, oh my God, we like it. Hopefully they still remember, but yeah, I'll make more and I'll make it at home. It was really, I don't think I can ever forget the production of it, ever.
She even called it
Production.
I feel like I want to recreate it.
Yeah, the production manager. How you forget?
Try with the kids and see if they like it.
Yeah, I'm going to try it. Well, my son might not, but like my daughter will probably do. Oh, I don't know if I have the answer to this question. What's the most nostalgic Nigerian song from your childhood?
Give
Give us, because you have your own.
Yeah.
Okay, now you guys are making me shy.
Okay.
I have a few. Ifama,
Okay.
I want to marry you.
Okay.
Give me your love.
Ooh.
Okay, then I like that one. Then
Okay.
I liked Blackie.
What song?
I'm trying to remember the name now.
Just sing it.
I'm trying to
Remember the name for the song.
I like Nigerian songs. Like,
I feel like Celine Dion.
They call call me.
Oh, this Nigerian song.
Can't remember now.
It can be. It has to be a Nigerian song. From the question, it says which Nigerian song. I wasn't that much into Nigerian
do Baba Ferry and go they put.
Actually, I like that.
Oh, I will logo. That's the competition. I ever now doing Makosa. I never learned how to do that Makosa.
I never learned how to do Makosa. Okay, so how about something like this? Orukati Dawana.
Yeah.
I like that.
But I feel like that was much.
That's
older.
much later.
Yeah, I think I was.
And that was
much
like
later.
after,
That was much
and that was
later.
also around the time when Two-Face and message.
Yeah, them Two-Face, all of them had
that his song.
yeah,
You are
yeah.
my African.
Because
Oh,
if
I
that's
love that.
then we can also do
Queen.
I love that one.
Mama
Pameleku.
Yeah.
I love that one. Yeah,
I like that one.
Those
Okay,
are good
see?
Nigerian.
Those are good.
Yeah, those were good. I didn't
But
know
how
some.
about the TV adverts?
Oh, which I feel like somebody has to remind me some of the.
Do you remember
I
when Mr.
remember-
Biggs was 10? Mr. Biggs
Biggs
is
is
10.
10.
Come share with us. Lots of fun and excitement.
Oh
Did you know
wow!
that one?
I don't remember that one. Maybe by that time, maybe I cried the TV and put it on top. Because I don't remember. That's true. It might have been around that period. Because what was that?
I don't know what year.
So I'll tell you another one I remember. Sunlight in water. Sunlight in water.
I don't know the
Okay,
words of
so
the song.
do you know this one?
Which one?
Mommy, Daddy is shaking.
Yeah, Shaky Daddy. I remember.
I remember. There
Yeah.
was this Indomie one that was popular too.
Indomie.
It's just that they are
My
singing
Indomie.
No, there was one.
Was it the one that Indonesia's and this?
Yeah, yeah.
Abracadabra.
Yes.
Something like that.
I like
anyway,
that
yeah.
word. Do you guys remember this? Whenever there's a pool, there'll always be homework. Whenever there is school, there'll always be
Coca-Cola?
homework.
I can't
Da, 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 da. Yeah, I remember.
I feel like
Always
the
Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
I feel like I remember more intro songs to shows than the adverts
Than the
itself.
advert.
Okay, so what show intro do you remember?
I need to know is my number one.
Okay.
Then I'm trying to remember this one. This one is more like a Yoruba. That one is more like a Yoruba, so I can't remember them now. But yeah. I can't remember all of them. Somebody has to remind me because me and my brain
Okay.
sometimes is too.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
go around. One more. Let's see. If you could relive one childhood day, which would it be and why? This one is quite tough.
Yeah. How can you pick just one?
Just
and
one
how you
day.
even remember it?
I think it would be the day my mom brought home my baby sister.
Which of them?
Not the one after me, the third born. So that day we had my sister and I woke up and mom wasn't home, but my uncle was home with us. So we then went to him and asked like, oh, where's mommy? And he said, oh, don't worry, you saw your mom soon and everything. And then he was like, oh, by the way, mommy went to the hospital to get baby. And obviously, because before then, we had been helping mommy arrange and fold baby things and everything, but we didn't know how this baby was going to look. And so I remember when my mom came home, this baby was so cute. We didn't get to see her in the hospital. We had to wait for her to come home. So when this baby came, baby was so cute and so pretty. And I remember asking my mom, I was like, Mommy, how did the baby come? And then mommy says, Mommy. And then my mommy says, oh, that when mommies wants to have baby, they have to pray to God, and then God sends angels to bring the baby to mom. But mommy has to go to the hospital to pick up the baby from the angels.
Hey.
And so for me, my baby sister was so precious because, come on, angels brought her. And that's why she was so cute. So I do remember that day. It was so fun. It was so nice. And then they got us treats to celebrate babies coming. So yeah, that was nice.
Cool.
Nice.
Do you guys remember anything?
It's difficult to remember just one day.
Yeah, I don't know. There's also like I feel like it's just a combination of everything
maybe
childhood
everything.
wise. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think kids today would survive how we grew up? Why or why not? Hey,
Ah.
Jesse cannot survive how we grew up.
Lie.
Microwave generation,
Lie,
internet generation.
lie.
First of all, they didn't have to wait for anything. We have to wait for TV show to come on.
Yes.
There was not like microwave. If you want to warm your food, you use the gas and warm your food.
You
Microwave
have
came
gas, is it?
much later. Oh, sorry.
You had gas.
I had to.
You mean turn on the stove?
And blow the kerosene.
Oh my god.
So it comes on.
Oh my god. Yeah.
You know, so look at music. You can download your music right away. We have to buy CDs on the road.
Put it
Do
in
you
your
get? We have to
Walkman.
buy cassette. Put it in the Walkman. Play. Then rewind it. Before you now start playing again. Rewind it to the song you want and all that. So I don't think they will survive. There were no mobile phones.
No.
We used to use those Nitel ones that you wait for dialing tone. Sometimes there's no dialing tone. You now dial it and all that. You know before. So there's so many things that I don't think they would.
No. I don't think they can survive.
They can't
our
even
childhood.
relate. That's
Well, like even the way we take them to school and bring them home
I
every day.
know. We walk. Oh well, my school was close by, so we walk to school and come back. You know, sometimes you branch, but yeah.
Terry has been full of confessions in this episode.
Let me now stop the confession.
but your mommy will come for you when she's done watching this episode. So yeah, I don't think they will. They can't even relate.
I don't feel like the way we were raised, we were definitely raised to be tougher
Yes.
and stronger.
Yes.
Like
yes.
even the things that the kids cry about
Yeah.
now.
Oh God.
I can't even
like,
imagine.
why are you crying?
Like, why are you crying? Like, it's nothing to cry about. Mommy, I want snack. You did not buy me snack. That's why you're crying.
Yeah.
Abi, you want me to ban snack forever?
Yeah, no. I don't think they can either. Like,
He's taking a tongue out of me, and so like I don't understand. That's why you're
figure
crying.
out the way to
Ignore the person, or you to stick your tongue back. It's not.
I definitely think that these
They
kids.
can.
No, they can't.
Yeah.
No,
But
they
isn't
can't.
that our fault though?
It's not our fault though.
And look at how they have internet.
Yeah,
things are
it's the
easily accessible. It's just
generation.
the times
It's just
have
the
changed.
generation.
I even
Not
caught
really.
one of my own using internet to do math homework.
You see.
Oh yeah, I know.
Now there's even ChatGPT that can help.
Oh my God.
So
I was
Now,
actually impressed.
yeah.
I was impressed that there was the initiative to
Yeah.
use
Yeah.
the internet to
Yeah.
at
stream on
least
board.
your sense is
Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Their generation is so much different. Like the exposure that they have to too many things, I feel like it's
Yeah.
also overstimulating.
Yeah.
It's not making them realize that there's a lot of hard work that you need to do as a person to survive in this world. And also, I feel like they're missing a lot of fun.
I do.
Yeah.
I think they are. I think they're missing a lot of fun because I even remember growing up, my mom used to warn us, if you see money on the road, don't pick it because you'll turn into a goat.
Yeah.
Oh, your own is yam. My own is goats.
Actually, yam. I think yam resonates more. All right, let me see this one. Oh, what's one food combination from your childhood that others find strange?
Maybe that Hamilo thing that she just described.
Oh, is that strange?
That's not
I feel like
strange.
a lot of
It's
boarding
true.
house students will.
Yeah, but did
will
you
be
go
able
to boarding house?
A little
That's what I'm
bit towards
wondering.
the end.
Okay.
Yeah, in SS2 and 3, I did boarding house. But I feel like I may have known this before boarding house. Who knows? Whatever.
Okay.
But I feel like boarding house students might. But that's also if they have access to iron. But we all did have access to iron, right?
I think we did.
Because I think that's the reason why we did it with iron. And whoever brought that thing up in my own childhood.
So wait, food combination that people find strange.
No, the from your
From
childhood that
childhood.
others find strange.
strange.
Yeah.
I will not answer first.
I don't know. So me, until today I can eat it if I want, but I used to eat rice and ogbono. I don't like
my
solid.
You guys are aliens. Rice and ogbono.
It's delicious.
No.
Yum.
Okay. So mine, I think I have two.
What?
Stew with gari in it.
Why?
Wait. That is strange. For
That's
the
very
record.
strange.
Stew
So
with
like
Gary in
stew,
it.
and then
So
you
like
put
you're
the
trying to
Gary
make
in it.
into like some kind of
Yeah.
what?
What is it supposed to be?
So I don't know.
No, I want to try it.
I feel like if there's
What
in
kind
the
of stew? What
absence
kind of
of
the
any,
normal stew that you use?
so like
to eat?
normal stew for rice, but there's no
Okay.
rice, so you put
Gary.
Like you serve the stew and then you put Gary on top and then it becomes obviously thick and then
kind of,
I like
And
that.
then you eat it like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What's the second one?
So that's rice and butter.
Huh?
How do you used to do? You melt the butter or you,
No, so the rice is hot now. You just put like a slob of
put the
butter on
butter.
it.
then it will melt or you start
It will
scooping
melt
the
on
butter?
it. No, it will melt on it and then you just mix it. It's so yummy.
So it's like oil, like rice and oil. Do you put salt? Do you put anything else?
You
I
can
guess
put
the rice
anything you
already
want. So as I got older, I started sprinkling like pepper on it, but it's so
has-
delicious.
Interesting. Interesting. Yours are really interesting. At
The
least I
question was
found
actually
somebody
meant
that
for
is my partner in crime because every other person has
to look at like you're strange. Like, why
am
are
I
you
weird?
No,
Yeah.
you guys are. It's just like saying you eat rice and okra.
They're all in the same family.
Oh,
Draw soup. Yeah.
Okay, I hold my case. No. Okay.
So that's mine.
All right, so you've heard from us. These are our childhood memories, the things we've enjoyed and we reminisce about. But we really want to hear from you. What is something about your childhood? Maybe it
Let's
still
pick one
exists.
question for them.
Maybe it doesn't exist, But we'll pick one question for you, just for the road.
All right. Hopefully this one is sweet because I want people to comment.
We should have answered this one. What is one childhood fear that seems silly now? Like that one's so
We don't
good.
want to answer. We don't want to answer.
wanna
Hopefully
answer.
people.
Let's leave it for this.
Yeah.
All right, so we're waiting to hear your childhood fear that seems silly now, but we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.